Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Masquerada Songs and Shadows. And we are about to start our hunt for the Bloodless guys. But before we do that, I'd actually really like to try out this smith system and see what we can do about all these unclaimed masks that we have. So we've got inks and engravings. And restores 2% mask charge. Oh, looks like we only have one currently. And in terms of engravings, plus 25% damage, plus 20% proc chance. Well, let's just play around with this. Oh, this is for everyone's. Oh, I see. Huh. Well, let's reset and hand this off to... Well, we want Cicero to be our DPS. Plus 25% damage seems like it's going to go a good way. So let's save. And close. And I'm not sure what that's going to do exactly. Let me check and see, was there any button or something that I tend to forget? Or is it just we do that with everyone? Kind of like a perma buff that we have. I'll go ahead and assume that until shown otherwise. Now, we have 2 skill points remaining pretty much for everyone, I would assume. So, let's go bloodless hunting. Unless there's anything else that randomly has shown up for us. Doesn't look like it. Let's get the show on the road.
Inspettore, if you don't mind me asking, you're awfully familiar with the owner of the tavern.
He was a close friend of my family's when I was younger. Before I joined the portieri, he shared his purse with us. Helped us get through rough times.
That's sweet.
And naive. Most contadini can't even fend for themselves. What sense is there in sharing?
What sense is there in not keeping everything to yourself? What's the use?
Ah, the stone-cold girl finally shows a sliver of a heart.
It just doesn't make sense.
Got a lot of differing philosophies here. Now, I forgot where we're actually going. The Bleeding Beetle. Oh yeah, the old, the inn.
The street to get you to the Bleeding Beetle's down this way, sir. Too small for the coach.
We'll be waiting for you here, whenever you're done.
Rightio. And we got an entry on the twins. I don't know. No, this is the second entry. There you go, lore hunters. I am here to help. And then in terms of general lore, where was the Bleeding Beetle? There you are. I'm assuming that we're going to get a vibe from the Bleeding Beetle similar to the Mos Eisley Cantina. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
It's just ahead.
Chickens.
That's him. The one with the flute.
He's good?
Among the city's best. We should get closer.
We will check for lore first. Ah. It's a raw masquerine down there. Do we fish one up? Oh, a full face one too. Stampede, it says. Excellent. Anything else? Nope. Alright.
By the ages.
What do you see?
There, over by the side. That man with the guards. That's Isander Urshel. He's the leader of the Salt Breeders, one of the smaller Masquerada factions that existed before the war. Apparently, they're still around.
I've heard of them. Getting Contadani addicted to stone salt, then charging exorbitantly. They've practically robbed hundreds of families of their stability.
That'd make me salty too.
Nothing's been done about it.
And nothing will be done. Not today, at least. Remember who we're here for.
Thank you, thank you.
He's getting away.
Marshal, don't do anything.
Leroy!
You, stay where you are.
What are you doing?
What? Protect me.
Oh, great.
For the light!
Well, this escalated quickly. We got a salt breather piper. Don't see anyone sneaking up behind. Vasco is there. Well, while the ladies are taking care of these two, I guess Cicero... Actually, let's cut through these. Stun. Amadeus seems to know her business. Let's go behind. Stay out of the green, please. Well, there's that.
What in all the legacies do you think you're doing?
That man is Isander.
I know who he is, damn it. He has a contract on his head, for blood's sake.
You mean that...
Forget it. I see you're with Amadea. You're here for the Bloodless?
Yes.
Then you will listen to me. Isander is a large man, with a love for large spaces. He will not take any of the alleyways, and neither will you.
What do you mean by...
You will follow him, chase him, and he will send his guards to stop you. Be a dear and take care of them for me.
What do you do?
Slip through the shadows. If you do your job right and keep him running down the wide street, I'll be able to take care of him once he's alone. I repeat, alone. That means...
No guards, we get it.
Good. Then go before you lose him.
Salt breathers. So these are essentially, they make their coin via getting people addicted to salt. Kind of like the Arcona race in Star Wars, where normal salt is an addicting substance for their species. Okie doke. Check for any additional lures, and then we shall go ahead and give chase. I would have seen that mask down there. By the way, I hope the sound is still good for you guys. I've been having to experiment.
Stop! There's 3 of them. We can take them on. Protect me!
Let's make them...
Man, these people know how... They know when trouble's about to go down, don't they? Hit everyone with the stun. Oh, crap. Well, unfortunately, he got knocked out of the way. And we don't have a healer. Stun these guys. Oh, I did not mean to switch characters. Res, please. Thank you. Oh, he's stun immune. Well, that would make sense. He's a hardy folk.
Don't let him get away!
Make chase.
Stop! I can't run. We have to fight!
Hold your ground!
He has bad cardio like I do. Alrighty. Well. We'll see how that goes. Go after the Piper. Otherwise, we're going to get just knocked around. I will assume Amadeus is just going to die. Oh, that's a lot of things. Oh! What just happened? Oh, they're bland mines. The lava things explode, imagine that. Huh. Interesting. Now, I know he's stun immune, but the abilities are good. Breathe it in. And everyone got a skill point, which is awesome. I was about to say, I hope the sound is good. I'm having to experiment with different settings since my software updated. So, just letting you guys know, if you haven't heard already. Gain more mask ultimate. I actually like that. You'll upgrade like so. And get everyone else. Focus regeneration. When a water tag is activated, nearby allies recover 10% of their max focus. Nearby enemies take 15 damage with Stream Burst. That could actually work for us, I think. But we're going to go ahead and do focus regeneration by 5% per second. Our DPS needs... same thing, focus regeneration. Reduces the threat generated from the caster's attacks by 20%. That's actually better. And that's currently it, but it looks like that guy that we talked to is actually going to be joining the party, if that facial hair is any indication. He's going to get stuck in an alley, isn't he?
There, ahead.
Going somewhere? Well, well, Lysander. You've been a tough rat to catch.
I did nothing wrong.
Oh, how entertaining the words of the ignorant can sometimes be. You consider ruining the lives of hundreds of Contadani nothing wrong.
They came to me for the salt. They wanted it. I never forced it on them.
No. You simply lied to them. Told them it was medication. And then you watched their lives fall apart in front of you as you grew fat upon their innocence.
I won't do it again. You have my word. I'll give them back the money, I swear.
A kind offer. How unlike you, Lysander.
People change.
Go then. The Laboris will keep its ear out for you. If we hear that you have not been true to your word.
Hunt me again, I'll say.
A fair deal. Off you go then. Now, time for the real show.
Think you can threaten me?
Nope. Bye.
So much cleaner for the heart when they fall upon their own blade, wouldn't you say?
You knew he was going to try that.
Of course I did. Stick around in my vein of work long enough, and you learn that people like that never change. But the lot of you clearly haven't been in this vein for very long.
Silence, Bloodling.
And you are in a position to say such a thing. You who ruined the entire plan.
As if you even had a plan. You're nothing but...
Lysander Urshel is a man of habit and a man of fine hearing. After every strong performance he witnesses, he retreats to his abode in the dim way, intent on scribing out the music. This is the only time you will ever catch him without his guards, the time when his neck is most ripe for the cutting. So yes, O Golden One, I had a plan. But come, enough talk of the dead. You've helped me clear a contract. I suppose introductions are at least necessary? My name is Vasco Tessitore, Bloodling of the Laboris Salis.
And I...
Inspectore Cicero Gavar of the Registry, Amadea Invidius, Initiate of the Dieci Sovrani, and Lumbering Cow, Mistake of the Luca Infinita.
Ouch.
How dare you!
Hold, Marshal. We've come with a purpose. Do not forget that. We need to speak with the Bloodless.
I'd guessed as much when I saw Amadea with you. Though I am curious to ask, such strange company you're keeping, my dear.
Well, the winds of change are blowing strong.
And the paths of the supple carried along. I see. Well...
Oh, don't stop there.
I'm sorry?
Certainly you'll not quote one half of the song without the other. The branches of death lull to its beat.
and in their wake do the sleepers weep. Oh, truly, what a choice of companion on the day.
You know the song?
My brother taught it to me, yes. It seems you've forgotten who I am.
I'm afraid I had.
Excuse me, what is going on?
Nothing, Marshal. Just exchanging words about an old ditty. But enough of that. I'm sure we'll have more time to talk later, yes?
Of course.
We'll head back to the Estiguary. We can all speak a little bit more then.
The cow is salty.
A question, Bloodling, before we talk business.
Aye, sir?
You sing songs and tell tales of the lives of others, yes?
That I do. I also eat and drink and sometimes sleep.
Have you ever heard of a young boy who went by the name of Jabs before? His mother had been a dirge in the Laboris as well. Talia Victus.
Not names that chime in my memory, no. Why?
It sounds strange, but you remind me a little of him.
He must be quite the fetching man.
Oh, if he were alive, perhaps.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It has been enough years for that wound to close. Forget I ever brought it up.
That was kind of an awkward...
My, what a beauty. Already you're taking me to the good places in Spatore.
Marshal, if you'd watch him, I don't want him breaking anything inside.
Does that include his face?
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
What did you expect me to say? Hello, I was a mask runner. I hope you don't mind.
When you use mask runner code phrases in front of me, that's basically what you're saying anyway. Why did you suggest the Bloodless? Surely you know where Lysandra is?
It's been years since I left the Malacate. He's the best lead we have.
Why did you leave?
Reasons.
All right, I won't pry.
What?
Most of the time when people ask why I left the city, I usually feel like introducing them to my fist, so... Yes, I understand if you don't want to talk about it. Besides, it's not why you're here anyway.
You're right. It's not.
What? Uh-oh.
We'll continue this another time.
And we entered a new chapter as well.
Enough, Mariner!
What's going on?
Ah, Inspectore. Perhaps you can be of assistance in this matter.
Why did you bring him back here?
We are to speak to him in the privacy of our lodging. I see no issue with that.
Honestly, neither do I.
Do not speak to me of honesty. You work for the Bloodless. You don't even understand the word.
Kaldin, what is wrong with you?
With me? This man is a tool the Bloodless has used to spread his tides of corruption through the city. Why do you bring him into this house?
To get your brother back. Now sit. We are having civil conversation.
I'm exciting, I know.
Now is not the time for glibness.
All right, all right. The Bloodless has numerous contracts, each with varying difficulty. It is my task to judge which contract is worthy of the price you demand.
2 questions are all we wish to ask.
Ask away.
I do not believe you should be privy to these questions.
Agreed. Your tongue is far too loose to trust.
Ha! Understand this, if nothing else. I have not survived as an agent of the Bloodless by dancing through the streets, tongue-wagging. If this discussion is to progress any further, you must first pay me with trust.
The first step into the mire.
Silence, Mariner! You are seated in the quiet chair. You are not allowed to speak unless you come and sit at the speaking table. Rules of civilized conversation. So, what shall it be then, Inspectore?
We wish to ask him the following questions.
Cicero!
Share!
Silence.
The mask runners have a figure in their ranks they call the Herald. Where can we find him?
All right. And?
Where can we find Lysandra Rorik?
For those 2 questions, I have a contract in mind. Perhaps the Mariner would like to be here to hear it in its entirety?
I can hear you fine from here.
Fine. It is a matron.
What?
I can hear you fine from here.
Explain yourself.
Did someone say something?
I like him.
Explain.
The contract has been placed on the Matron of the Withering Mast.
Matron Beneva?
The Withering Mast is a ward of the Sorelle known for taking in single mothers with little hope left in the world.
And in doing so has only helped dozens of mothers and their families.
No. She has abused the women, plunged them into a life of prostitution. Their children are not spared that fate. There are some in this city that would pay heavy crescents for a child.
Liar.
You do well to understand how seriously the Laboris take their contracts, Mariner. If the intelligence says that she is guilty, be assured that you will find no evidence otherwise.
And if we fulfill this contract, the Bloodless will meet us?
The Bloodless will give you your answers. Yes.
She is a matron of the Sorelle, Cicero. A matron of my guild. I need to see for myself if this is true. I'm going.
No. You have a vested interest in this, Mariner.
But I...
And seeing another Sorelle asking about her ward, it'll raise flags, don't you think?
Oh, you're right. I'll take along 2 of the others. Any more and it'll be suspicious.
We'll await your decision downstairs, then.
Quite a temper back there.
The man brings dark tides, and I do not like it.
What do you have against him?
Some burdens are better borne on the shoulders of many. Mine are not such burdens. But I appreciate the thought.
Razatov is somewhere out there, and I need your mind on this. Fully. I can see dark clouds in your eyes. You are drifting from this investigation. I don't want that. Whatever these burdens of yours are, if you ever think sharing them might help...
The others are waiting for you.
Just remember my offer.
I wonder if Calden's suddenly going to show up when he is least wanted, and it's going to end badly for us. Okay, so we got Calden here. Vasco, who has some entries, all his own. Very puckish rogue kind of thing. Okay. Was there anything else? One more gameplay. It's the last one. Focus arcs, flanking, and backstabbing. Which I'm sure if we get Vasco fighting with us, that'll be a big part of his thing. And his flute playing reminded me of the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy with the whistle and the spear. I like that a lot.
Cicero! Ven was telling me we had a special guest.
Livia! I missed you last night.
I was out with Damien. We had some errands to run. Shopping for Seho's sojourn. It's tomorrow, after all.
Damien?
Oh, Cicero. It's been that long, hasn't it?
I'm afraid I'm missing something.
Cicero, meet Damien Marimbus, our son.
Pa, is this...
That's him, all right.
Wow. Pleasure, sir. A real pleasure.
What awful stories has your father told you about me?
Oh, awful? You're kidding, sir. Nothing short of amazing they are.
Oh, Ven.
I speak the truth. What can I say?
I'm sorry for taking your time, Cicero. You're busy, I'm sure. And we have preparations to make for the festival, but it was nice seeing you again.
And you as well, Livia. You won't be going off from here anytime soon, will you?
No, we'll be seeing you around, Cicero. Don't worry.
Excellent. Then until next time.
So is the sojourn like a bar mitzvah kind of thing? I would assume so. There's Damien's entry. With that name, I would suggest the parents kind of be on their guard near stairwells. I think that'd probably be smart. Let's go ahead and close all these up. Everything else looks to be in good shape. And lots of lore to be had.
Amadea.
Not now.
I wasn't going to talk about that. I was going to ask about how you knew the Bloodling.
Same thing.
You met him as a mask runner?
I thought you said you weren't going to talk about it.
I just need to know if we can trust him.
We can.
All right. If you say so.
More stuff on Amadea. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite us. We'll talk to everyone here, and I think we can go ahead and call it an episode.
So, how is Fabio taking the news?
He doesn't plan to stand in your way, if that's what you mean. He's as interested in the nature of them as we are.
Do you think you'll say the same once we find out what they actually do?
You ask when you already know the answer.
Right. I was just hoping, I suppose.
Look forward, Inspectore. We have work to do.
I was expecting her to get a serious tongue lashing from Cicero for the Leroy Jenkins moment, but it all worked out in the end.
So, found anything?
I wasn't able to do very much without the proper tools. Levia's got them from the market, though, so I'll be able to conduct further tests now, but nothing so far.
Well, if you do find anything, let me know, all right?
Of course.
More developments. Oh lord. More of the Leventhos storyline. I'm just gonna go down like this, because I know sometimes if I shoot the paragraph up, it can kind of ruin people's progress. He's got quite a story. I think there's probably going to be more to it than that, I would assume. He has to play a much bigger role in everything. If he does end up being the Bloodless, it will not surprise me at all. But just get the last name Damien, just kind of, something conspiratorial about that, just a little bit, just because of the omen. But that could be anything. Alright, well I think that was everything except for our new friend.
Settled in already, I see.
It's quite the lovely place you have, really. And quite the motley crew as well.
Don't I know it?
It's not every day you see drops of colours in such close proximity. Golds and blues and browns. Makes me wonder, though, what strange reasons glue this lot together?
Perhaps, if you do your job, you might find out.
Yes, of course. We'd best get on with it then, no?
Oh, if Vasco is part of the party, then... Oh, there he is. And it looks like he is of the air, so he'll have the exact same kind of abilities. Or they might be a little bit different. I'm not sure. Requiem. Looking forward to finding those out. But we will go ahead and end the episode here, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.